going through chord families, I told you that about 90% of songs are made up of the 7 chords in a given chord family. But what about the other 10% of songs? You may have seen some songs that use chords that are outside of the chord family mixed into the chord family. In this lesson, I'll show you 7 of the most common chords that are outside of the chord family that can be used to mix into the chord family to provide different sounds. Each chord that we'll go through has a different function and a different sound. We'll start with the first one, which is a flat 7 chord. Now, to understand what flat 7 means, you have to know the major scale. We'll use the G chord family. A 7 is an F sharp, so a flat 7 chord is an F chord. Now, this chord is used in lots of bridges. It provides a nice kind of heavy sound. Of course, you can use it in any part of the song. It has a nice deep sound to it. So I'll play some common chords in G, G, C, and D, and then mix in this flat 7 chord so you can hear what this is going to sound like. Here's a flat 7. Now what you can do sometimes, and what I did here, instead of just playing a traditional F, hit an open F or an F2, you can play a flat 7 2 chord to make it sound even a little more interesting. So again, that's a great chord that's used for bridges and in just different parts of the song to provide a heavy sound. The next chord is a 2 chord. Now usually, we'll stay with the key of G, usually the value of a 2 chord is a minor. So in the key of G, the 2 will be a 2 minor. But if you have a 2 major chord, you get a real happy sound, because instead of hearing what your ear wants to hear, which is a minor chord, kind of a sad chord, you'll hear a major chord, which is more of a happy sound. So here's some G chords, and then I'll mix in the 2 major chords so you can hear that. The 2 major. The next chord is a 3-7 chord. 3 is the value of the actual chord, and then 7 means it's a dominant 7 chord. So if we go to the C chord family, the 3-7, well, the 3 in the key of C is an E, so a 3-7 will be an E7. To play an E7, I'll play an E, take the ring finger off of the string. Now this chord has kind of a Spanish sound, so if you're going for that, you'll play a 3-7 of a chord family. So I'll mix in this 3-7 chord, play some traditional C chords, C, G, and F, and then I'll mix in the E7 and then go back to C. Now, this chord, the 3-7 chord, is actually used more often when you focus on the relative minor of a chord family. The relative minor is the 6th minor of a chord family. In the case of C, that would be an A minor. So if you're starting and ending a song with a minor, and you want kind of a sad song, you'll start with a 6 minor. This 3-7 chord really pops out when you focus on the relative minor. So I'll do a chord progression focusing on A minor instead of C, but still using chords in the C chord family. So you can hear that 3-7 really has a nice Spanish sound back into the A minor, which is the 6 minor. The next chord's a fun one. This is the 4 minor chord. And I call this one an oldies chord because